Hi, Gareth here from Davis Consultants, and I want to talk to you tonight about something which is really important, I feel. Especially for people who work in an office. Maybe you work in an office environment and you're sat there Monday to Friday, and sometime in the past week, month, year, you've sat there and thought, all the education I went through, what am I doing here? Maybe you're bored, maybe you just don't want to be there, maybe you're working with people you don't like, or the business doesn't have your values at heart. Whatever it is, I feel pretty safe saying that. The reason is there was a recent Gallup poll which said up to 85% of people in the United States, when questioned about their work, said they were unhappy. And I believe it's even higher in some other countries. Well, that's, we work for a long time of our lives, so it's a long time to do something that we don't love. Maybe though, you're one of the people who does love what you do, but perhaps you don't feel like you're financially rewarded properly for the work that you do. Or maybe even you love what you do and you're well rewarded for it financially, but the time you have to put in to do the job you're expected to do is just too great, and you don't get to see enough of your family, or you don't get to do the things that you really want to do in life. So I'm here to tell you that I understand that. I've been in that situation before in my life, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can change, and I'm here to help you, or to at least talk about a way you can do that. There are three ways at least you can change. One of them is you can go and buy a lottery ticket and win the lottery, but that's such a small percentage, and you have to buy a ticket first. I wouldn't suggest that. The second thing is you can maybe marry into wealth. What a cool thing to do that would be, but you probably already know if you're down that track. The third way, and this is the way that I would absolutely ask you to consider, is to start your own business. Think about working for yourself. Think about being an entrepreneur. Now, I know I lost some of you then, because you had this voice going on in your head, a negative voice saying, oh yeah, but I don't have the business education, or I'm too young, or I'm too old to start that, or I don't have any capital to invest, I've got kids, all sorts of stuff, I don't have the time. Yeah, everybody has something going on like that, but there is always a way if we want to do that. I've been involved in working for myself in different businesses and projects for the best part of 30 years, and I've had some interesting times, both up and down. I've learned a lot. I've had a marketing business. I've had a company which was involved in dried food distribution, which I did with my dad. I've been involved in a school photography business, in various property deals, and I've co-owned an indoor soccer centre in the United States. Now, some of those things are good and some of them weren't so good, but I've taken that experience and today own a consultancy with my wife where we help professionals like you design your life in the future so that your financial and time situation gets you to a place that you really want to be. You feel like you're doing something valuable with your life, you're making a contribution, and you're getting some rewards from life that you really want. So over the years, like I said, I've picked up some experience, and I'm going to just leave some advice here on if you're looking for an opportunity, or you're willing to look for at opportunities, what to look for. Because if you don't have business experience, it is a scary world going out there. I understand that. But if you want to change your time and financial future, then you can absolutely do that. So let me run through these 7 things. When you're looking for an opportunity, I think you want to look for something which has low or no capital investment. Now, there are many opportunities like that out there. I've invested in the past in a couple of things which have required significant capital, and it wasn't a great time for me. I got in above my head a couple of times, and I lost a lot of money in a couple of situations. So, you know, it's not always good to do that. So pick something, especially if it's your first time in business, where there's low or no capital. The second thing I would suggest is you find something which is flexible time-wise, which means you can continue to keep the security of your job and build your business on the side. Like Jim Rohn said, you work hard for the company 9 to 5 that you're working for, and then after that you work on your own fortune. You work on building your own business, on building your own freedom. Third thing, pick something which is portable. You know, the world these days is a small place. Travel is relatively cheap. There's some fantastic places to visit and experience around the world, and why not do that while you're working? You know, you can do that. So pick something which is portable. Pick something which has your values running through it. That you're not compromising yourself by working for a company that you don't believe in their values. So pick something that is really true to your values and what you believe in. I would also pick something where you've got the chance to continually develop yourself, develop your personally, develop your leadership skills. Because we always going to need to be better. The world is changing very, very quickly, and business is changing, so we need to keep ourselves educated in that way as time goes on. Number 6, I'd also suggest you find a mentor. Now, if you're going to cross a minefield, and you know, being in business for yourself can be a bit of a minefield sometimes, as I've discovered, is it better? Ask yourself, is it better to try and cross this minefield by yourself and be the first one across, or is it better to follow in the footsteps of someone who's successfully already crossed that minefield? Absolutely, find a mentor. And do you know what? You can even leverage that even further. If you can find a business where your mentor has a financial interest in your success, then you know that's really great. Then it means that, you know, they really want to go out their way to help you. That's what we put in our particular program. Seventh thing I would say is find something where you have unlimited potential for growth, be it geographical or certainly financial, so you can earn whatever you like. So let me run down those 7 things very quickly. Look for something which is low or no capital investment, which is flexible, which means you don't risk your full-time job. It's portable, you can be anywhere in the world. It has values which you really believe in yourself. It allows you to personally develop yourself to continue for your continued education. It has mentorship involved, where you're following someone across that minefield, and it has unlimited potential for growth. So if you can find something like that, I absolutely encourage you to go after it, and to have this voice in your head telling you that you can actually find something like that, and you can be successful, and you can improve your financial and your time in the future. You can build a life that you really want. So remember, if you think you can or you think you can't do something, you're probably right. And we believe there is always a way. So if we meet, that's fantastic. If we don't meet, that's great. I hope and I wish you all the best in your journey into business ownership, and I absolutely encourage you to give it a go. Remember, there is always a way.